Tom Hendricks. We're talking about the community of Kleberg in Dallas, Texas. Geographically, I consider Kleberg all of the city of Dallas south of Interstate 20, bordered by Balch Springs, Mesquite, Seagoville, and the Trinity River.
Can you just describe the neighborhood for me?
Kleberg name comes from Robert Kleberg, who was a hero of San Jacinto in the Texas Civil Revolutionary War, and he was given a land grant that comprised about 4,000 acres here in Kleberg. He sold off, he never lived here, and his family went on to grow the King Ranch in South Texas. So the Kleberg family is more related to South Texas than it is to Dallas County, but that was the origin of Kleberg. It developed as a transportation hub with a railroad through Kleberg and to serve the farming community. That railroad went between Dallas and Athens. And in the early 1900s, when the Trinity Lock program was started, lock number 2 was in Kleberg. And it was the only lock other than lock number 1 where construction started, but it was halted and never built. And the Trinity locks never came to be. But it was seen as a transportation hub between Dallas and the Gulf Coast, both with railroads and with the river system in the early 1900s.
If you were describing Kleberg to someone who had never been to Dallas before, what would you tell them about it?
It's primarily a bedroom community for the city of Dallas. There are a lot of small independent contractors. There's a mix of old families from Kleberg from years past that still own what used to be farmland, and there are a lot of new arrivals in Kleberg because of its affordability and its location. I consider Kleberg country in the city. It's probably one of the most developable parts of Dallas, as is certain areas between I-20 to the north to the Trinity Forest. A lot of open land, a lot of horses, a lot of ex-farmland that's waiting to be developed. And it's a shame that so many people skip over Kleberg when they look for a place to move.
Why do you think that is that people skip it over?
It's unknown. It's not promoted well. Developers, they make a hit on cheap land and they build a small subdivision and they leave. There's no consistent long-term development.
So if there was something you could change about Kleberg to make it better, what would it be?
Perception and a little bit of movement. We've been able to open up Kleberg. There's a new exit ramp going in I-20 on Haymarket Road. It makes it easier to get to. We need access to I-45 through Kleberg. But really it's promotion and acknowledgement of the strengths that it can offer the city. Right now, about 90% of the purchasing power of Kleberg residents through sales taxes goes out of the city, not just out of the neighborhood. It goes to Seagoville, it goes to Mesquite, it goes to areas along I-20, and the city of Dallas needs to capture that sales tax revenue and invest to increase property values. We've been able to make some strides in terms of getting the city of Dallas to understand what Kleberg is and what it needs to do, and the city has responded, and has the county, and I'm hoping that continues.
That's great. Then anything else you want people to know about this area?
Come visit it. If you want to find a place, an acre or more to build a house in the city of Dallas, you can't find anything other than Kleberg.